Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back here in Zurich at the Zurich Invest offices, and with me here is now for the first time INV Metals, a company out of Ecuador, and Candace MacGibbon, who is the CEO, and finally we got a lady as a CEO here, which is always happy to have and great to have, and she wants to give us an insight into her terrific company. Candace, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Jochen.
Yeah, great to have you here. Thanks for taking the time. Of course, INV Metals, you are in Ecuador. What are you doing there?
We are based in Ecuador. We're a Canadian-based development company working towards the development of the Loma Larga gold mine in Ecuador.
Okay, so development, that sounds like you have already reserves, resources. Maybe you can elaborate
That's
a
right.
bit.
Yeah, we've got a resource, a gold resource, just shy of 2 million ounces at 5 grams, so very good grade.
Nice.
And that will translate into about a 12-year mine life of 150,000 ounces per year. And we also have another 1 million ounces in a resource that potentially can be mined over the life of the mine.
Great. Is it open pit or underground?
It's underground mine, so very environmentally friendly. We ramp right into the deposit. We put the tailings right back into the mine workings as much as possible. So very minimal footprint on the environment.
No, that's fantastic. That makes permitting maybe also easier.
It certainly does, and the social license and mining companies have a responsibility to take care of the environment these days. So that's the main goal exactly.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so you have those beautiful reserves and resources already. So what is the status now in your development strategy?
That's right. We're just finishing our feasibility study, which is engineering to the level where we can obtain bank financing and move forward with financing the project to indeed build it. So we're going to be finalizing that feasibility study the end of this year. And from that point forward, we move forward with getting our environmental permitting and project finance, and with the goal of development or construction at the second half of next year.
Great. And when do you think you can commence production then?
Commencing production exactly around, we're targeting the end of 2020 or early 21.
Okay, so that's almost a good 2.5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Of course, can we maybe talk about some numbers? Because when you are in the finalizing of the feasibility, you have done already some work before.
We certainly have,
so how are the economics, like IRR? Where do you see projected AISC costs, stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly. So our cash costs are very good, $510 per gold ounce. Now, this is based on our pre-feasibility study, which we issued in August of 2016. So we're upgrading that as far as the numbers, but that'll be we're going to be released in December. But we have very good economics, a 26.3% after-tax IRR.
Oh, wow, after-tax.
That's right. So $510 cash costs and $590 all-in sustaining costs. So it's a very efficient mining operation.
That's fantastic, yeah. And the production rate annually would be like?
About 150,000 ounces of gold, yep. Our mine life, as I mentioned, about 12 years.
Exactly.
A very minimal footprint. As I mentioned, environment is extremely important to us, and we'll be shipping concentrate, so we won't have any cyanide at site, right off the shelf processing. So it's a very simple mine.
And is it straightforward gold, or you have any byproducts associated?
We have copper and silver, but it is minimal. 15% of the overall revenue from our project comes from the byproducts, and 85% is predominantly gold.
Yeah, but I would say it's nice to have.
Nice kicker, but it's predominantly a gold project.
Yeah, fantastic. So when I look at your production on the one hand, on the other hand, it's a pretty nice margin, because it's almost like $750 margin, I would call it. And so what you're going to do with the money? You want to expand, or you maybe want to pay a dividend to reward shareholders?
One of the things that attracted us to this deposit, we acquired it from IAMGOLD back in 2012. They remain a large shareholder at 35% and a very supportive partner, is the exploration potential. So these types of high sulfidation systems, they tend to cluster, and we've found one, and right now we're really focusing our efforts on exploration and really harnessing what we learned from this discovery into the broader package, because we've got a larger footprint from our claim. So we think that we're designing the mill for expansion for the future. Once we find some more ore, hopefully, if we're able to do that, then we'll look to either expand our production rate from 3,000 tons per day to larger, or, of course, lengthen the mine life.
Okay, fantastic. How much money you have to invest? What's the capex?
The capex is just shy of 300 million. 286 million is the estimate in the pre-feasibility study. Right now, we're targeting, say, a portion of that being debt and a portion of that being equity. The Lundin Gold has just finalized their finance package in Ecuador for the Fruta del Norte mine, and they were very successful in obtaining financing from a stream, from conventional debt packages, and from a large strategic and other equity players. So there's definite precedence in Ecuador for financing mines, and we're very happy for their success.
Absolutely great. Maybe you can comment a little bit on the country.
Sure.
What's the situation there now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Ecuador has shown and demonstrated its commitment to mining over the past few years, and they've made a lot of positive changes in the tax regime and really focused on attracting foreign investment. And we see that continuing over the next few years. The mining, the benefits from the tax base that they're starting to see from the development of the Mirador mine, the Rio Blanco mine, and the Fruta del Norte mine, and then, of course, Loma Larga in a few years, is going to really contribute to their economy. And so we're really hopeful, and we really thank the government for their support over the last 5 years and continued support as we move forward.
Fantastic. Support from the government is on the one hand important, but on the other hand, local communities are important, the people are important. So a lot of, mining companies, sometimes you have the feeling they maybe not well respect the environment, but also the people. We saw some negative examples in the past, but I think this has improved a lot in the last 5 to 10 years. So what are your direct action you are taking to prevent from any damages?
Well, Jochen, thanks for that question, because the social responsibility for mining companies has become, if not the key driver, one of the most important aspects of building a mine. The social license to operate in these communities is extremely important. So we have been resident in the community for a very long time. We discovered this project in 2004 with INV, and we built upon those social programs and have a very direct influence and very direct partnership with the communities that we work in. So the trust that is required in order to move forward with development as we move forward and get closer to that goal is pivotal. And the programs that we do focus on women, focus on children, historically just...
Healthcare?
Pardon me?
Healthcare?
Healthcare, the production of vegetables, improving diet, and animal husbandry, improving yield from milk from cows, improving their livestock health on a very simple level. And excuse me. So micro enterprises, so the sale of organic balms. So for instance, arthritis creams, that type of thing, where the women are learning about the indigenous plants and how to bring back that and allow them to sell those creams in the local market. That's a very popular, very, very popular program. Or, for instance, sewing, handicrafts, that type of thing, available for local markets. So but what we do is always predicated by what the communities wish us to do. So we'll support programs that they would like that they would like to take on, and initiatives they would like to take on.
Yeah, but I think it's like real development aid, because you help the people to help themselves.
Absolutely.
And to be self-sustainable.
Absolutely.
Right?
The communities know best what they would like to do, and we can help to provide that support, possibly help to provide a trainer or two. But really, it's the communities that are taking on their initiatives. And that's exactly what you want to do as you move forward with development.
Well, great. I like that. How many jobs you are creating through that mine, directly and indirectly?
Yeah, what during construction, we could have 700-800 people at site, and then steady state of the mine, somewhere between 300 to 500. That the number isn't determined yet. It will be during the pre-feasibility
stage. But it will be a big factor for the region, right?
But absolutely, it'll be a nice employer in the community, and we of course would like to hire from the local communities and around, and we will provide training to do so. And absolutely.
Super, great. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
There was a fantastic insight into your company, and we keep fingers crossed that everything goes well.
Thank you.
And we want to welcome you 2020 as the next gold producer in Ecuador.
Yes. Well, we've got lots of exciting milestones, lots of great exploration, and lots of great regional exploration in the country as well. So we're really looking forward to the next few years.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it was Candace MacGibbon, the CEO of INV Metals. Yeah, you heard it. This will be the next gold producer out of Ecuador. The AIC below $600, approximately 150,000 ounces gold produced per annum, and creating a lot of jobs, a lot of good social responsibility. That's how mining should be. And with a project just below $300 million in capex, I think it's absolutely doable. And there is high demand for mining in Ecuador. So check out the company. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich.